Corinthians 13:6. What do you rejoice in? Do you rejoice in the downfall of others? She finally got hers. He finally got his. What do we rejoice in? Do we rejoice when the wicked fall? He needed to be locked up. Woohoo! What do you rejoice in? What's unrighteous rejoicing and what's righteous? What's the difference? I know a lot of people out here was hoping that they was ready to rejoice to find out if certain names are on the list. Funny how that side of the room is quiet. No more rejoicing. Okay? What do we rejoice in? Okay? You find yourself rejoicing with the rest of the crowd when certain things happen? You can rejoice in worldly things. The Bible doesn't say you can't. Don't say you can't. You look at a football game, don't you? You rejoice when your team scores a touchdown, or your basketball team, your favorite player, you rejoice when he hits that three-pointer. Ain't nothing wrong with that rejoicing. But then there's a rejoicing that comes when we see people get caught up in their foolishness. That's a different type of rejoicing. Like Diddy. He in jail for his sexual crimes. There was rejoicing because of his fall. Can you say he had grace? His fall, you know how the saying is, your fall from grace. People rejoice in seeing certain folks not win anymore. So let's look at the difference. You rejoice watching a game, watching your favorite TV show. That's not a rejoicing of iniquity. That's not a rejoicing in iniquity. That's not. TV shows, sports. What would be the iniquity rejoicing, which would be the rejoicing of iniquity? You could have people out here who rejoice in sin, iniquity, the works of it, and what they've done. But there are different levels of rejoicing. We all know the kingdom rejoicing. Okay? Book of Psalms tells us to rejoice and make a joyful noise unto the Lord. But then again, it's where people may get caught up and confused about what they think they should and shouldn't rejoice in. Okay? You can rejoice in whatever, but make sure that it's not rejoicing in and unto iniquity. Again, you can rejoice in a football game, basketball game, hockey game, baseball. You can rejoicing in sports is not rejoicing of iniquity. That's not. There's a different rejoicing if you see public people fall and their sin and iniquity caused them to fall, and you rejoice when somebody has a downfall, when somebody has a spill. You rejoice when you see people fall down. That's a different. We're not talking about the rejoicing of the kingdom. That's on a plateau by itself. That's not even in the topic right now. There's a difference in how you rejoice and what you rejoice in. Ha ha, he bust his face. That's what he get. God said, I will put a stumbling block before some folks, and you will fall. But then the test is, you think, oh, it's just on them. No, it's the bystander, the people who are watching. Do you pray for them, or do you ha ha, ki ha ha? That's what you get. Different rejoicing from watching a game or a TV show. It's a different rejoicing. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Well, difference of opinion, subjective. What somebody was saying. Well, that is the truth. His downfall came and we're rejoicing. But you rejoicing, this man was committing an iniquity and got caught. We're celebrating that his iniquity brought him down. You let that hit your spirit one time, because if you get caught up or slip and fall, do you want somebody rejoicing over your mistake? Ha ha! I knew she wasn't all that. She had a mistake. She had an accident and crashed. Ha ha! Later on, you find out that person died or passed from that, and you rejoiced prior. What would you feel like? There's a difference. 1 Corinthians 13:6. I don't need to go no further than this. Rejoicing. Some people rejoice in their pain and labor and won't shut up about it. Just cry, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. There's a rejoicing in that too. But it's sorrow. But you give it praise because you constantly keep singing about your pain and your hurt. When you could obviously just say, I'm going to rejoice that I woke up this day. I woke up this morning. I'm living and breathing and having my being, whether I got what I want or not. I still on my 10 toes. I'm just going to rejoice just in that. I'm going to rejoice that I have a house right now and walls to keep me warm and windows and warm food. I'm going to rejoice in that fact alone. Because there are people out here who do not, and I could be 1 or 2 paychecks away. So let me rejoice in God keeping me. Let's try that.